Don't you want to rise? Isn't that the whole idea? To rise? To rise. It ain't nowhere to go but up. Turn up. It's time to turn up the heat. It's time to turn up on your goals, on who you are, who you want to be, and where you're going. You have to push through. Because when you start to elevate too, you start to impact, you're getting to another level. So as you're transcending, you're in this space of leaving a place you've outgrown and getting to this new place. You're going to hit all kinds of challenges. Change. Ooh, it's just like this, it's a struggle zone. Change is a struggle zone. When you start to feel like you're fighting against that growth, that's it. You've hit something. And that should be a time that you take, that should be a moment of greatness with yourself. So when you sit down and talk to self about, why are you struggling? Why did that comment just strike a chord with you? Why are you upset at the truth? You know it was late. Why are you mad? You knew you should have got that done before time, but you're mad because that's not who you are. That's not who you see yourself as. You see yourself as a punctual, effective professional, and you don't want to miss deadlines. But then you have to do something within yourself to change those ends. You got to start a little bit sooner. You got to plan a little bit better. Go through. Take inventory again. What happened with this process? You got to be real and honest with yourself. You have to take accountability on this road. This is going to be a rough road because great things don't come easy. Living up to the hype is that's that person, that inner you who has been fighting to get out, fighting in the inside, scratching and gnawing at you to change some things so that she can break free, so that she can take you to where you're destined to be, those heights, that can't breathe kind of height. That's where you're trying to get to when you're trying to live up to the hype of you. You're trying to free yourself. So, where are you going? Where are you going? You've gotten rid of some of these sandbags. You've dropped some things that you don't desire to have in your life because now you're taking control. You've gotten to know who you are. You know what you want. So all those people who aren't doing you any good, you let them go. That job that just wasn't really working out and you really want to do things for yourself anyway, you let that stuff go. Or at least you're planning to. So where are you going now? Where are you going to live up the hype? There will be a newfound power within you after you identify who you are, after you identify what you want, like your walk, your everything. It's just bang, confidence. Those are the ingredients to confidence for yourself. You are an expert now on you. Can't nobody tell you nothing about you because you more youer than anybody else. Nobody else can be you. And you know where you're going to live up the hype? Everywhere. You got to show up everywhere. You, the person you identified, the person that aligns with your the wants. These meetings or these groups that you want to engage in, be a part of, lead, whatever. You got to bring you to the table. Not anybody else. You can't miss the dates. You got to show up. That newfound person that knows exactly what they want and who they are. That's who you bring to the table. That's going to strengthen your passion. That's going to ignite your ideas. And it's going to bring an aura around you everywhere you go where people are just like, yes, can I come with you? Where you going? I want to go. What you doing? Can I just participate? They just want to be near you. Know why? Because after you got to know who you are, and you identify what you want, and you start to walk and try new things, and you rock climbing because you wanted to try that, and you went alone. That power over yourself to make decisions and to know that you're making yourself happy every day with what you're doing and what you choose to engage in. You're going to be able to take that with you everywhere. That inner you is starting to seep out now. Hopefully, really soon. It's the face. You no longer have to wear that mask. That mask of fears about what people might think because you enjoy this or you do that. Or you want to work for yourself and start your day at 10. And so this is what you about to do. Because you want to sell tires or build a company. Whatever it is. Because you want to do it. You're going to be focused. Zeroed in on what you need and what you want. You need to live on full. Die on empty. And so many things in this world that we'd like to do, could do, but was scared to do. Live on full. Die on empty. Go for it. So then we get to the win. The win. When are you going to live up to the hype? When are you going to start living up to the hype? When are you going to exert that newfound power you have after identifying who you are, whose you are, what you want, and how you're going to get it? And you start to walk in that light and purpose and love right now. Right now. Every moment is a moment to show up. If you don't show up in the moment, somebody else will. Somebody might even try to show up as you. An imposter. You done let somebody come in and do what you do, or at least tell the world in your time slot that they can do what you're supposed to be doing better than you. It may not be true, but you've allowed them to take your moment because you didn't show up. You didn't show up. The real you. Would the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. It is so much that you're supposed to be doing. It's so many lives that you're going to touch. It's so many places that you're going to go. And they're going to need the real you to show up. That woman who has been through the ringer, that has been challenged, that has been broken, that has been torn, taped back together, band-aid back together, super glue, cracked, everything. They need you. This broken masterpiece to show up. Because it's you that has the answers. Because it's your path. So you're destined. It's where you're destined to be. Right now. Why? Yeah, we get to the why. Why is the moment now? You just gonna keep wasting them? What? You saving your best days for a rainy day? Like, you should be the best you. You should be the you that you want to be. That's internal. That dress you think that maybe I should wait till. No, put it on right now, today. You don't need no meeting. You don't need a special meeting, a special day to rock that dress that you know you're going to look good in. Put it on. Because you just want to feel good. Those heels, those shoes, that lingerie under, it makes you feel good and be the best you. Do it. Go for it. Whatever it is. Do not wait another day to do, to be, or to have what you desire. People find excuses when they don't want to do. But we find a way when we want to do. What have you been finding lately? Excuses or pathways? It's going to cost you something. Do you want to become her or no? How long does the real you have to sit in the background, hoping and wishing you get the guts to do, to be, to have the life you desire? Now is the time. Go get it now. Go be it now. Otherwise, just, you never know if you'll get that opportunity again. I'm just saying, I don't know how many more tomorrows you got. Might need to start living some of those tomorrows today. A present is only a gift in the present. Enjoy it. So then, why? I've asked why after each one. Who, what, where, when, why. And the overall why. Like, why you want to live up to your hype. Of who you are. That innate person that is screaming, yelling inside of you. That confident person. That strong-willed person. You always want to be grounded in your why. There will be times where people will challenge you, where situations will challenge you, where you will begin to question who you are. Question why you're doing. Question if you shoulda. If you shoulda, coulda, woulda. All kinds of different things. But when you begin to question your actions and whether or not they align with your goals and who you are, what you're about, your brand, it should always be quite simple because you have your mission and your vision of yourself. When you determine who you are, that it's easy to see whether or not these actions align, and you're focused in that. You're grounded. Your foundation is grounded in you. You know you. You're well versed in you. You're going to always be in control. And when people look back at your breadcrumbs, those crumbs should always look like they came from the same loaf. And how you're going to do this, the last thing, by any means necessary. Any means. So you got to take some L's and you got to get back up. You got to cut some people off and you got to leave them cut off. No dipping back. You got to move. You got places to be. You got to tell yourself the truth. The truth. And you got to be ready. Make a decision. That this time is now. and you are going to be the woman you desire to be.